Good evening wherever you are, and good afternoon wherever you are, and good morning wherever you are. Once more, let me welcome everyone to today's show, EGH. We are back on air. Meanwhile, so now me welcome you, your viewers, your listeners. I know say now in a technical issue, I better address that tomorrow about your hacking into your Facebook and your YouTube account. But that issue has been resolved, and now we are back. You're about to be looking into a lot of issues. So you're missing for a while. There is a lot for us to talk about today. I say, we share Ghana and some of the main thing that you're focusing on was to stop criminalization of free speech. Because that is the basis of every democratic society. Nonado has been tagged to be a tyrant, authoritarian, a dictator. I mean, any form of leadership will be coming with cohesion. We are here to discuss that. We've seen the arrest of Captain Smart. We've also seen the arrest of Mensa Thompson, Kwabena Bobi, and Ohene Boama. A lot of intimidations, including Kofi Adoma. So the question you want to ask today, a democratic leader exposes this kind of traits or not? In our discussion, we're able to conclude, say indeed, go for the government, a show tyranny or not. This is a very important topic I need to discuss it. Then we'll go back into the E-LEVY. It's not done yet. Because with this E-LEVY issue, him say Ghana for ni be say the market woman no Oma JC, Omukra na the battle no air fight no. But what government and arguments or they banner and justify because looking at the amount of money you borrow, money that has come from IMF, money that has come from World Bank. That's it. Yet Mika say, and no, ya mfa E-LEVY na ma Ghana. Then it tells us we have a long way to go as people. He said, I listened to Amwakwata or say ya mfa ya the E-LEVY ne ba contractors bit yet your more content them. The be my economy na booming. You consider the amount that E-LEVY be generated for the country compared with loans you had in the past. That is why the government argument now. It's not being too strong. So the people are not actually buying it. And we also saw the demonstration. Now, you see, the Ghanaians feel pressed. The economy is so hard on them. So you're about discussing, you're about going into the E-LEVY. We are here talking about the coup d'etat with most of the West African country under the leadership of Nanado as the chairman of the ECOWAS. And what measures the ECOWAS leaders are now taking? Now, I mean, what signal is sending any other West African leaders? And what's his name? One of the fix the country, leader no bako. Okoka Simbi. This gentleman, I always forgot his name. It's called. I say, it is better to be a cat in the UK, which is United Kingdom, than to be a human in Ghana, the convener. This guy, that's the last name, the friend. Kevo. Okay, or almost convenience, no, he's among them, he's one of them. Kevo has some more kind. Now, I'll share some of the posts in Libya, or posts, I mean, from my understanding, some of the factors in your mind is, it's very likely, say, to me, a trigger country into coup d'etat. He's not the only one who has said that. Last 2 weeks, we heard in Mensa and so or passes to Akufo-Addo to warn him. Because looking at the current factors, it's likely say history being repeated itself. Because grounds are mass Jafoni be a justify Omuku. That is same grounds are air prevailing. And to him, this is even worse. Prior to that, another military officer has also hinted us. And last week, Tuesday, I mean, I don't know say it was in the media or not, there was that hint that people were trying to overthrow this government. Then on 31st night, IA changed it to the 1st January. That rumor was also there. So now let's look into After a quick break, you better assess annual way. None of us take you off on there. With that presidential jet here, I can once me. We also get into that issue. After you quick commercial, nothing any your correspondence in the umbrella lines.
First of all, Nanache, let me express appreciation to the board of the John Evans Atta Mills Memorial Heritage for having the courage to invite me.
Lord, you want to hold on?
What we lack in Ghana is political courage. I remember when President Mahama invited me to the Senchi Forum. I was in South Africa. Arrived Friday night at about midnight.
I just say hold on.
Got up 4 a.m. to drive to Senchi. Got there so that I'll be briefed in the morning by Professor Kwesi Boche before the session started. But Kwesi did not brief me well. He did not tell me some invitees were not coming. So after the...
That was Kwame P&E. And
infrastructure, who should come and do it for us? We want good things, but we don't want to pay. And because of politics, and because of lack of power, people are saying all kinds of things. Ghana will never be better unless we are prepared to pay taxes and we are prepared to sacrifice to build our country. Otherwise, you will continue at ABC. So I expect that contractors, government is doing everything possible to pay you, but you continue to work. So the more government tries to pay, the more you also work, and the debt is always there. If E-LEVY comes, we get our fair share into the road sector. Within a very short time, all outstanding contractors' debts will be paid. And you can work more for this country. You can work more for this country. And we expect you to speak. You are going to be the direct beneficiaries, and every serious government will not joke with contractors. Because the construction industry is where, from the unskilled to the skilled, people are employed. If you want money to circulate very well in your country, pay contractors. Pay contractors. The cement seller or the cement dealer will make good sales.
Ghana has experienced over the past 5 years is a neo-fascist governance of the country, in which the political strategy of the Akufo-Addo regime has been, one, state capture, infiltrate all the important constitutional and state institutions to make sure that they toe the line of the government in power. We have seen that in the extent to which our police service could not perform professionally until very recently, where the CID has been tasked to investigate allegations of corruption and sleaze, and they turn up reports that exonerate the alleged culprit. We are seeing neo-fascism in the form of infiltration of our security forces. And very symptomatic.
All right. Just ended was Tony Edu, MC attending Kanchapa. For the past 3 weeks, now we'll give you the the assessment of the current state of your country. Now, and you must say, Tony Edu, or describing another government. I mean, as to what majority of Ghanaians or some Ghanaians are saying, let me put it that way. So, government, features a typical tyrannical regime. I heard him using the word regime instead of administration. But in most cases, you use our word now, it's like he's trying to taint the government in a sense, or my government feel is a lack the tenets of a democratic government or features of a democratic society. And clearly, I mean, one thing I'm basically trying to draw that margin is when it comes to the arrest of citizens, assuming say police when it's a civil issue, I don't see why the police should step in a more like kind of Rambo style to pick them up. Even it's an invitation, but I mean, we share this kind of utterances some of these guys are making. Say defamatory utterances against the president. I believe that aspect it becomes a civil issue. So I said, the civil responsibilities, your police, You see, conflict because we share government where media, and some celebrities we are some time back normal voice out on various government. Some of them has come out clearly say, because of intimidations, like almost face, when they do that. So clearly, as a tolerance level of this government, and now with E-LEVY, the Boabia Samoa, which is the MPP National Communication Director, the Abetum, what's the E-LEVY, that is the only way or the surest way you be to avoid the foreign dependence. To be say E-LEVY in a sign after the Ghanaian foreign assistance. I mean, reading the report and I was a bit shocked. I mean, when politicians want to get things done, they will find all means to justify everything. But this E-LEVY that's the question I want to ask. Now, you call into coup d'etat so see or most West African countries, I know say this an unconscionable on that aspect. But for now, Lord will hand any Lord and start. Lord, me and welcome you. Hello. Hello. Yeah, Lord.
Hello?
Yes, you are on there. My welcome. I'm say it's been a while since I get in touch. I mean, with your rich economic background, I'm so boy kakra where you live, So before you technical issue, I call off, Then one you come wasem so obekaya.
Yeah.
Yes, near talking about E-LEVY and your course. You see, I get you to the point this afternoon. I'm saying you work as all Ghana and to demonstration across in the Lord, my young say, what is the current state of the E-LEVY? Is this something Ghana Parliament? I mean, are they in a position to pass it? I mean, in respect to opposition or move facing from citizens and any members of opposition leaders in Parliament, I mean, what are we anticipating to see the next few weeks or days?
From my personal, this is coming from me personally. I think the government, they are committed to passing it.
Okay.
Almost need any other way around the economy, how they're going to get by. Because currently the situation here is very, very bad.
In terms of the economy, Nana.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, credit ratings. I mean, all the three. I mean, credible hope people that rates are almost MPP for now most of the about John Mahama and NDCH. I mean, with the D, that they are doing very, very bad and poor. Those same credible people have rated them and they don't want to accept it.
Oh, okay.
You cannot run an economy.
Yep, Lord, hold on 1 second. My main welcoming other colleague in offer so to me I join here. So right now we are likely to have a Dusa also on the line. I'm saying this is super join here. NJ offer. I'm saying it's been a while, but before then me intro no need to buy. No be hacking your both Facebook and YouTube no. But that's affiliate me I restore you ma. NJ offer. I'm saying Lord was so now educate you on the E-LEVY. Any demonstration a course so our Ghana for now. The Andrew see the obey mutina my for now. So Lord, I mean move on.
Yeah. See, to say that American, all the three credible, institutions have rated us, and then, the current government does not want to accept it. It's gone all the way to the African Union to fight it. But you kind of say, should there, one teaching any them person you're born and chain. You're born is straight. You cannot run an economy and compete Ocean Mambichia the Ocean. Minim that's how terrible our economy is. You be to say Bob Ocean and Sunny Papa. Meanwhile, you need a whole lot of financial assistance during this COVID period. Those money, we cannot properly account for any of them. You know, basta. Minister of Information in Bambe and we gave electricity for free. This one for free. Meanwhile, electricity every month we pay for COVID relief. Area beer, minimum area beer, mimi area. Say every month, every month.
Lord, wait there, sorry for this interruption. I'm saying I do say to me I join here. I do say only offer you join here, not Lord also or yeah analysis on. I do say let me welcome you. Now I welcome your fans. So now Lord the analysis on the E-LEVY. But only there from the accession, it's clearly said government a bit to me I pass it. I'm yet to find out from him in the submission now why the government will be in a position to pass it. Opposition, AKP or maintain almost stance here or to Lord. Yeah, wrap it up like fire fast kakra on the economy, on the E-LEVY. Why? Yep. Lord Yetio.
Hello?
Yeah, Lord Yetio.
Yeah. And see, said an American, you need. The Bay Bibia. She said they're not a minister of transport. The Niska the bit chair for weight. Can I say contractors, free SHSE, Kabia Niho. Na because of a normal kind of a bomb also. To amount to me in cast say, na truly, mismanaging almost and go back to the IMF. So they have to find every or any possible means to raise some money to cover their, excuse my language, cover their part.
Oh, okay.
See, just a miracle BC and see there. My dreams some by and say after 8 years Nanado or no didn't yesterday. After 8 years, no, Fabia. So, no, what seen a boy, so, yeah, seen a bus or bear, no, Mimi Gidi said no, no bear, regardless.
My young Musa Walker's our question with so many and sign out the conclude on the E-LEVY. I didn't think I can say, Chianichi on Bepassy. What makes you think so? Are there more position after Oma agrees there? More cooperative with the ruling MPs in our parliament, no more Pasiana. Yeah, Lord.
About my the okay, no.
They say in your early submission, no can say then ya omo pass E-LEVY no bill no. And I mean busa say
And that's my personal.
but on what basis? They be you are so convinced say on meeting a pass it.
Now, Osha, the Kosa, one who party our way. Our Moko fire cake, say,
But Lord yet you. Hello?
hello?
Yeah, Lord yet you. You're
Yeah,
on there, yeah, yet you.
yeah, me say, party, say, me say, yeah, or Mako for E-Levy cake. Say, almost year for a purpose. And now, Osha, for the past week, Minister of Finance, Ken Oforiatta, has been doing town hall meetings at major cities or regions, trying to convince people to accept it. And they are going to use it that they were raising awareness for all of this. I and they wouldn't waste all that time. I don't know if you are following the drift.
No, I am. Me share
Yes, they set their mind on achieving that.
yeah, but I
But
say,
there's
Lord,
no way.
the determination can come. Some person, but the point is, so the support of the opposition. I mean, within the parliament, they know say they themselves they are finding difficulties or edges. Case no, they call Supreme Court, they call court, But I'm surprised at a policy
Exactly.
issue there. Why do we have to send a policy issue to court? Because they don't say the court, no matter how powerful the court is, being the appellate court or the Supreme Court, it can't adjudicate or address a policy issue. The day I mean, yes, I know. I don't know why. I mean, name the basis in there or more court. Right.
Yeah, I was here.
Our whole background is not helping us. Lord, you
Radio School, America.
what do you say? And this is Uber me two side America. Lord. All right, Lord Yankasa.
Yeah.
You too.
See, all the major steps are almost taken. It gives any critical thinker the
basis to justify
the right or the to know the direction that they are going. Set their mind on now. And community some president are all see in this scale. We need E-Levy to say to acquire private jets. Now the same problem I can. So this government, when they set their mind, when they set their, that's what they want to achieve. So to me, I feel they are going to find ways and means. They say a member of parliament they call court to rescind the votes and other stuff. I'm going to try every possible means to implement the E-Levy.
All right, Lord. My end was offer.
Yes, sir.
And say you don't want to hold that chapa. Na New York to say.
Oh, Iyaboko.
All right, Yanko swear E-Levy. Him say before you been your issue I call off on a discuss it. That's when I'm not above for. I mean, I didn't want to go to parliament and here and there. But it ends up says, you see, I could do points say MP4 a filing case in our court. I've stated it earlier on. I don't want to go into it. It amazes me so much. It's a policy issue there. They come a court to adjudicate because the court in its own way, or no matter as I stated, the court say a powerful setting. And the court is not supposed to adjudicate policy issues. I mean, I don't know what kind of release I don't want to from court, But all they say, baby, I could dream. I mean, so I will share demonstration you see or Ghana now. The people actually turn out in their numbers opposing it. Say give it 11 or to me. But okay, the justification MPP for name, including our director of communication, Boabia Samoa, or say, yeah, pass E-LEVY now. I did a boy in it. Boabia Samoa say to me, any pass E-LEVY now. After you independent on foreign countries, now, me really, myself, I was very surprised. I said, let's pay the E-LEVY to end foreign independence. The young kwaje grants, young IMF, young baby. Now E-LEVY, I say, yearly, send a year generated from it. I nobody can sustain this country. And looking at the money during the COVID crime, World Bank at the money. I don't think the E-LEVY no is even 1/8% of that. Anyway, let's do this. Into offer. What is your take on it, and what do you think?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, offer.
In fact, where they me chia me co-panelist na me chia also.
Me just.
Yeah, me I do my answer be chia be junior man.
Miss Madam was saying, Miss I reach out to your call for me, and at least much music as I show up. I'm most grateful.
Then who starting no, that is how it's like. That is how even all ordinary Ghanaians, that is how they see it. Sometimes it is one thing that I do ask myself that, you see, the MPP, I don't know what actually is, I don't know how to even put it. It may be like I'm insulting, but that is not. I don't know where actually they are coming from. Because in the first place, like Boabia Samuel like this, you as a lawyer, as a lawyer of your caliber, you see, you come and sit on national television and you are saying these things as if it's like people cannot think, people cannot reason. So what you are saying? And you know, some no be kwamo kotra no muka. Sometimes we better no wa show mudi. No be someone said, Uncle Pu in Kasa no say you yifa no muka. Where did they come from? Are they living with us on this earth, or maybe they came from somewhere? Are they coming from the biosphere, ionosphere, hemisphere, or where? Or the ozone layer on Mutio? We can't tell. You see, sometimes they bring some argument. You see that it is completely out of place. And a lawyer, you see, if you don't have anything to say, you have to go on television defending something that is indefensible. You are telling us that E-LEVY way na say yetimi yetua better. Look at, ask yourself, how much have you borrowed within a period of 5 years? We are getting to the 6th year. How much have you borrowed? And how much is the E-LEVY? What have you done from the much that you borrowed? Abacha, this is the simple questions Ghanaians are asking. It's not the NDCO in opposition asking. Simple, ordinary Ghanaian on the street is asking these questions. Can you believe this? People we think that cannot even read between the lines, they are asking this simple question. What have you done? You have borrowed so much. Look at our period, right from 1957 to 2016, when you took over. We were not owing that amount. It was 120 billion. You made so much noise out of it. They have spoiled the country. The NDC and Mahama have spoiled the country. That is why he was named incompetent. You are coming to do it well. You will not borrow. We were all expecting. Every Ghanaian never knew these people would borrow. Even if they will borrow, nobody will knew they will go to this far. Are you getting it? At least every government will borrow. At least every government will do some borrowing. And for what they told us about that, nobody was expecting this government to borrow. If in any case they will borrow, it shouldn't be even half of what Mahama did. But today, what do we have? Mahama borrowed about 60 to something billion, and it was all over. He was stuck incompetent. But he has tangible objects, tangible projects to show. And those projects are there to let us get those loans, those money that he went for back. It's them not three not giving us our money. Yeah, it's Atuabu gas. Atuabu gas, we are earning about $300 million a year. About through Mahama, you get $300 million. About is Kakitwa. Terminal 3 is giving us the money back. Rich Hospital is giving us the money back. All the airports, Mahama built. Kumasi Airport is giving us back. Airport, Tamale Airport, they are giving us the money back. Go to Tama and see the harbor expansion is bringing us the money back. Go and see the number of people that are working in the harbor now. It's like the whole of Accra can work in the harbor. The same thing is at Takoradi Harbor. The whole secondary area or the whole Takoradi Metro can work in Takoradi Harbor and earn a living. We are paying back those money. Are you getting it? The schools, the hospitals, the district hospitals, the regional hospitals, the cheap compounds, people are going there, they are paying. We are getting the money back. Today, as I speak, 250-something billion within a period of 5 to 6 years. What can they show us? Nothing. There is no tangible object. There is no tangible edifice. There is no tangible artifact that we can, this government can point out that we can say that that thing can last for even 3 years or 5 years, that we can be getting those money small from. There is nothing. All that they can show you is polytank and what do you call it? Polytank in the crampo toilet. Are you getting it, Abacha? So all those monies have run into people's pockets. Abacha Salas may catch you. So why who reviewer? So 12-point-something billion went into people's pocket from auditors' report. How much is E-LEVY, Abacha? Within a period of 1 year, how much is the E-LEVY? All these monies are into officials and people in government, their pockets. You are telling us that it is E-LEVY that will solve our problem. Look at the number of ministers that you have created. They are doing nothing. They are redundant. For me, I may even call it they are white elephant ministries. You have created them. And some are hanging in your second term when you said you saw that Ghanaians were doing saying all the, he tried to make sure that or energy so or EPF but still it's still hanging. For say chairman sir or ministry I have friend say a parliamentary affairs. Yes, this boom up to a man. Then all this are the we don't know. It is running into their pocket. Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. Boom nakodaho. Look at the money that was allocated into Plaster House alone, Abacha. Look at the money that was located into Plaster House just to cater for people who are working there. A whole constituency has been created by this government. He can't see this. They don't know. Take Abacha. Take only 10 workers at the Plaster House. Their salary can pay 100 teachers in the country. Take only 10 of them. Now most of them have been added to Article 171, the 71 or 171 that they have. Most of them in the Plaster House. Everybody is living on a handsome, high, big sum of salary. All of them there. Are you getting it, Abacha? Look at a month, how much will be used to pay those people there. A whole constituency has been created in this government, in the Plaster House. During Muhammad's era, there were 660-something. You cried, found that it was bad. We agreed. We voted against it. Today, 1,600 and something, only 1,900 people are living in the Plaster House. So what, Abacha? You borrow all those money and you are using it to pay them. Everybody, you see, within a period of that 4 years, Abacha, Sikaro Maboro now went into their pocket. No project. It is because there are many and you have to pay them. So at the end of the day, this is to GDP, it's about almost 80 this thing now. How much will be left for development? Are you getting it? So they have created the whole thing. Now you have surrounded yourself with your mess. Now you are taking us that all that you have borrowed to Nabacha, E-LEVY 7 billion, and then a basic coin, a basic hospital, a basic Mahama project now, 7 billion, you see why you are saying this?
Me interrupted. That I don't know. I mean, I cast doubt on some of us because look, Cassia Pie, dear mama, and no one to me and solve the bigger problem. No more to me because it's like even it's like less than 5% of Sikam already government Monya. So how can that solve the major problem? Then let me read it. Boabia Samoa or Kasa. I was surprised. Then I listened to a poem Chroma. So over the weekend, on the 10th from Mokoya or Northern Region. Now I'm going town hall meeting on the E-LEVY. The government has done very well. How comes in Kobe and Tampurin Sukobi. And then say Oforiata. No more yet to our more educated Ghanaians on why it says almost accepted the E-LEVY. So they want to tell us 7 billion. So yeah, yes, yes, can I farm my own. It means Ghana economy no move yana. You see, I look.
You see.
So that only how I'm looking at it right now. So if that is the case, it's going to. I mean, there's going to be a government shutdown. That is how the opposition should look at it. Not for the first time they should compromise. No more pass it. If MPP will be honest and come out to tell Ghanaians, say, indeed, you're in we are. Therefore, there's going to be a government shutdown. Because it's like, as is your last option, no. It's like they are limited to only one option with this E-levy. And looking at the amount of generated monocrana, and it's so huge as compared to Sika already, we are injecting into this economy. You see, that is where some of us we still. I mean,
exactly.
Can't even understand.
You can't understand.
It means the country is broke.
It
tells you saying Ghana issue.
The fact is, the fact is that the country is broke. But you have gotten this government is the government that have gotten all the money that no government under the Fourth Republic have gotten quarter of it. Sika Omanyano government be from before Rollins time to wherever who ended before they took over. No government have gotten that half, not even half, quarter. Are you getting it?
Over. So if you so come and wrap it up, why? I'm saying I got two more topics now. So, it's a time now.
Yeah. So if you come and Abacha, you are telling us announcing story, say so 1 year E-levy. I mean, what are you telling us? Is it that you see they see us that the Ghanaians cannot read it? That's how I see them, and that is what pains me a lot. You see, you come and see that you come and see that all that you are saying is just nonsense. It's false. But you sit down and you say you want to convince people. And what are you doing? You see your phone Nkrumah also standing somewhere saying whatever he wants. He think that those people, is it that they think that they are the only people that can read it? I don't understand. Or is one who say, and sometimes
very frustrating.
So what I say. So all that they are doing, the thing is that Emmanuel A, the 7 billion from E-levy. Yes, Nkofono almost E-levy no and the economy no there. Say nothing about standstill. Embra standstill. Already we are in IMF. Just take us to IMF. That is it. It's not the 7 billion that is going to do everything for us to not go to IMF.
I'm concluding on that. You said the country broke. You levy or no E-levy. Ghana na kasa ain't me go baby. Right now it seems that is our only economic vessel. Yeah, E-levy now to say ain't me move here now. Is that what it is? I do say. Let's hear you on this.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is No. Evening. I'm saying Ghana Grande. I did Babachi. This is the next two topics. You're very short now, Lord. That you now, offense over one come you issue. I'm saying it's time. All right, let's do this. Now, I do say, no one come. It wasn't a prophecy. It's something you said in passing, and as I'm repeating on this topic, and you best started from you after we. Young call E-levy no. Before shut it down, I'm saying that and no home come on a yedi. Meaning so Obekaya. Now discussing about this E-levy say. I mean, now I done into quite your more parliament. I assume after the man narrow parliament house no. Now question me Busa or other two colleagues no. I mean pose the same. I mean throw the same question to you. Do you think the government will be to a bit go through like what the government is still when it comes to say or more passing this bill? Secondly, is that the only option that we have? Now yeah, so I bet shut the economy now. Yanko.
Okay. Let me dance it. So yeah, politics in there. Which we have passed it. Because the new negotiation cry a mobile and now I'm say yeah about one of majority in the making decision. Unless something should stop it. But to think of one argument, I've heard very, very dumb ones and an example is almost an example of when they say Omokase, E-LEVY, no, and Passia, and Ghana be good, Ghana be collapse. What everybody is indirectly telling us, Mr. We don't have anybody capable of thinking of any better solution in Ghana at this time, apart from E-LEVY. It's Wokra now, no, support Unkrofo now, Assembly or no, can say. The E-LEVY economy may break it down. I just say, it's impossible we no motive or no neba umiano. Muni nyansa bia anti no mo no betimi adwen solution ti. As I say, citizens na yen wo kro we ni na yen ho kire. Yen na se force ye kan disc free ye ho. Be so wo kro no problem. Say sade ananya mo no aye mo no. Imo ye den because I'm thinking that we elect leaders or people who are supposed to think and bring about solutions and fix bad things. And more fix now, more day banner E-LEVY. Being the dumbest person crashes are deal with, does not make any sense. What I say, you are not even creating employment for computer science graduates. So I say, and then me work on and me hear to say Momo API. I come. The employees who are more school, or US, only a Jumayan. Combat. These are simple Momo apps. Be there, mama shops now. Whoa, if anyone else has here now, you will be quite not right. And I say, only the other best to the Virgin E-LEVY, shop owner, E-LEVY, shop owner, no class, you Momo API. It's in what won't create employment. Wow, Obi so Tihona or sign Yikakran, overtaxing, and think about it there. Homo, we know a MPN, and MTN no, and I said those telcos no, or my gene no. That is how creative, or I don't know how the telcos they were able to create something like this. Now, we are tonight and now I dream of creative solutions say already we get to one. What's about the home say, okay, and your mama sign in tax or customers now. More issue application, no, may sign Joe E-LEVY just for using the
app.
Just a big dream why it's so counterintuitive. Just me who said the idea no your dreams idea no.
I know.
That's it. And a levy and a tax and a duty. Nina is a car bind it. At the Nina will reason I bind it. That's it. Levy, no. Say the meaning, no. It's only a sit down pools. And no matter why a trouble will be a so be a tear. It means to remove Papa Bia the mum. He's near by force because we have collapsed. What I say, we have collapsed whatever economy or whatever money that was available. The enforcement due BS by force. Input the look of it. Now, more Muslim one and more economic lectures, which about mere rhymes and the poems. And you know, you can't call him. She can't be the way in an engineer and find generate be and count. It may be a manas. Onza. And now I may share a Aquabi Facebook post. Oh, E-LEVY because government is the biggest employer. Government are only young. Is he not going to be the biggest employer? Is America? Is American government the biggest employer? I'm sorry,
you know. Yeah, Obaka
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Uber America, yeah. The government is not the biggest employer. Even military no cry, it's missing mass subcontract. Something as sensitive as the military crime. If you are buying the money per man, if you know who are buying, you have to create avenues so that people don't depend on you. People can sit down and create jobs. So that they will be asking us to design Momo. Mama 40 Street. It's only money transfer. Will be a then you just jump from somewhere and then you come and kill that business. Now Ghana has a then scanning into who import to car, which you are covering, which you are back, which you are you see you chair BPR. In the tax, none I say, who said they're mobile you, the mobile any day. Why don't you see how best you can plug some of these tax holes, no? Duty holes now. And your mouth port on. Now you say, no, what to be that say? At the end, I say, what the Sonia and a booze, what I say. I want to create a bear fight. It will the rate now booze, and then soon as I fall out. And the best solution is not to block into. Your best solution is pipe the case. They said, "Yeah, and soon I hear good. Ain't mean for to create more." It's like a container. It's like, okay, well, I want to ask you, say, I'm paying you why I am crying. It's whether E-LEVY, you ever pass it. We are in a foolish state. Excuse my language. And I'm for doing say, as a source support by force. Here, now we didn't.
All right, guys, it's 20 minutes past 7, so let's do this. Say you been moving quick from the E-LEVY, say we've been head on that. But I just say, oh, yeah, also because I just somehow Ghana, me, to my Lord and some one. So I do say, I dear we Upekaya, start here. What can I say me? Say, who did ACCC Ghana and like ACC, sorry, West African countries, Yeah, analysis. Since West African, we've been divided into two: the Francophone and the Anglophone. Now, I say mostly, the French-speaking countries, I wouldn't or something. You pass a comment. About 2-3 weeks ago, an aborted one, SIC or Guinea-Bissau, which is already near who the SC or Mali and Sierra Leone, right? Oh, Senegal, which is Damboya Muho. Hello? Guinea. Yeah. Near who the SC or Mali, you see what happened in Guinea. All right, thanks for the correction. And on Guinea-Bissau also, a sensitive, even though that one a failed one, there was aborted one. And say, what we want to find out now, what is so unique about the French-speaking countries? I say, and Ekufuado being the chairman of ECOWAS, implications being and I want to so. Now, is this something the West African continent, West African countries, as almost change almost political ideology to go back into the 80s, 70s, where they use military force or power, normally administer the affairs of the country. Is that what we're anticipating to see? I don't know. Yes, our topic and quick enough. You can free speech and and bye. Hello. I just say.
And Pacha was ABI said, but
okay.
Some of these French-speaking countries, also make us normal, Fulani for and to historically, yes, people a little bit Sokoto for a little bit Bal. But that should not also be the reason in a modern world, because at least you ever found some marathon. I think the French countries are not yet free. They are still seeking their independence. They are still trying to take the country from whomever they think the French government or whoever has more power in that country is controlling. So, for me, I think that break free and French influence on them. I had to say, President Kuboka said, "Uchi a Uhunia, Otunabama." And may assure say French pona and training military nina. Into military, no more idea of taking over and whining. Or more nature of Musabi and Comucher of Monanka. If you are Nipan Baba, control on Unianum for. So that because taking the country from usually from these people. No, I am the people say, okay, my GF French are buying in some case. Because it looks as if, at least for Ivory Coast, you say French when they decided you'll be demanding also Kakarabisa.
Yeah, almost influence much, and the Okas agree with you. Almost so much influence.
Small military crime or mobile bag.
Yes, for what they did to Laurent Gbagbo. I know.
Omono, as more too much grip on the country. You know, and I also think that English for no dear, a little bit democratic or a nyambo trek. I won't say they are cool, but a nyambo trek up a democracy in a chain the other way around.
Okay.
And I feel finally, so no, the enam say superior power be supported and components. So what here? There's our French speaking countries, their own presidents or much of our.
Yeah.
I say, almost ID president check. One was that, Ubia Yin Frio. Babra also country now control Bruno. We are very democratic. So I'm over by to say Cameroon, see. Muse Omodia because you who can the Radia Unkuna is a BBC. So
Povia, so now.
The French people, no, Omune, because
Povia, now can I?
Because Omudia.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, we now, I'm sure that the entire ultimate channel was a BB support.
Okay.
Because a case where I because Laurent Gbagbo and one where was you to Fraconia, by Chini free to Rubio, shame to and the head engine a year the ma did you or quite sign their money back only the young enemy. On the Guinea or the old bed, the old young enemy.
All right, this is young conclude on this. Now, if young call Lord. Yeah, Lord. Offer.
Yes, Lord and Muti.
Yeah, Lord.
Yes, hello. Yeah,
Lord. Young call the coup d'etat. Same question I'm busa, Same question I'm busa or other colleague, which is a this no. Say the other time no can same be or say French-speaking countries, which is the francophone countries, almost mumuna you who said are burden on them. But we an analysis or yes, just say the English-speaking countries, which is Anglophone, in which Ghana is part, and I say education into any tolerance into COUP it's a past thing, and now they are able to see. But recently, Minim's already report away from Nunu Mensah, who has been a national security advisor before. He was Akufo's best friend before joining NDC. Was supported now in the 90s in Ukrada. Was it all past as Akufo holding Akokasa? Because looking at what is happening right now in Ghana, conditions now a prevailing military intervention in high ICC. I mean, it has tripled, it has doubled. Prior to that, now one colonel, retired colonel, being so ABS analysis and air one in Ghana for. So the direction I had equally, it's clearly say a country, into the military rule, meaning, political leadership, maybe messages about befa or mine diako. Looking at how long will be for parliament. This is me, I guess, my additional, my observation. Like I said, excuse me, just I'll grow a cray by maybe. We are the two political parties, sometimes that's almost taking your mouth from a democratic level. That's a force in any institution that are well known when it comes to application of force in terms of administration. That is the military power. So, I know say Ghana, so there was 31st night, there was a rumor said there was an attempted coup. It wasn't known in the public. 2 weeks ago, so Obinso him said, oh, but I could see, but with the media, I'm out assistance, the soldiers be. I mean, these are all rumors. We have no facts, we have no evidence backing it. But as a chairman of ECOWAS, now say, or tenure of office, Baku was just aborted, the one in Guinea-Bissau. So, Lord, more Ghana, what do you people react? Meaning, said this E-LEVY asemia. So, a year, market women be now video, say a platform or Karamimiano. Was it a soldier for 1.2 a miner, or Mangasa Jum for, or Baby to a miner to a goose, and I'm passing E-LEVY now. Lord, Ghana for once, how are they reacting to coup needs, and another being the chairman of ECOWAS.
To say how I normally say, man, can say, yeah.
I'm
sorry, not, I mean,
yes. And you buy skipping that topic in the mouth. Is that okay? You can skip it. You don't have to comment on that.
I mean, I mean, I go so bad. I mean, there's no free speech in Ghana right now. Anyway, but then I've been talking about it. So they're not. My colleague Bako can say francophone countries and stuff. Mostly are the nomads. So almost pay to try some then. I don't.
All right, him say yeah H kakra. You try say the Lord Queen some bad line so.
Oh,
Lord what line is so.
I do say on to make her.
Yeah, you call off kakra. All right, you can Lord. What about that? Let's go.
Sorry,
it's okay.
See, the na make no na me say mene I do say enye nene adwin when it comes to most of those francophone countries are normal to almost pay to track them and all those stuff. I mean, the reports that I've read concerning these countries. Hello?
Yeah, you're talking, Lord.
Yeah, the reports that I've read concerning these countries, which not all the countries are francophone countries, is basically the corruption and people taking things for granted. And then, I mean, Ghana is not far from I mean, these things that are making people take their country. I do not really encourage coup d'etat. But then again, if things are going on that you just cannot stand, and yet the future generations more back. This one and yet the they affect to us. The problem being, but it has its ripple effect. It goes down to the generations. But situation I won't say. The cat is a boka baba bitch a cat. Ash, I mean, yan shed no maybe yashing so those things that we were doing, I didn't say a bit change you. And I didn't say a bit cut it down. Government, this guy, overspending it. Private jets are flying it, the better. I didn't say, and one, yes, I did. And answer a bit to me. I that's all the problem. They said, OSHA, telecommunications, last year, this was their profit. So let's target them. People who are using this, regardless of whatever is going on. Raymond Knight, they said, you just don't understand. Easily can make anybody just grab a gun and try to make corrections. But then again,
anyway, Lord, what's okay? So about me, now the son is here. You're more Ghana. Oh boy, we are when you're the hero. Lord, you're there.
50,000 I did it. on that coup d'etat way, no.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Jeremiah, you are outside in the Enkasa. I don't know. Jeremiah, you are outside. It's okay. Me, I need to lose that. I can't actually say, oh, I don't. You are not supposed to. What do you say? Oh, I just are you aligned as well? Off our line as well.
Yeah, me also.
Over. Is it some topics in the I see it me assigning to? Yeah, I want diaspora. Because I said, you can. I said, what do you call? I said, he's not so comfortable or expressing it. Anyway, the same question I'm Busa Omono. I just said, the say about 2 months ago, Damboya stage coup here. I don't know. I just say my own it takes French-speaking country. What is the francophone for? They are very intolerant. That's why we take too bold decisions. And he clearly, and it's about saying, see, Guinea-Bissau, even though it was aborted coup. But to me, it doesn't speak well on the West African sub-region. But on the other hand, the question you want to ask yourself, are they trying to return the constitutionally elected government in India back into military rule? And now, Nanadu being the chairman of the ECOWAS, no. On say, oh, yeah, and Shannon. Why is that on quarantine? You who see coup happens. And I'm a fire room on me, and be so many TCS in Ghana crowd from 31st night and the last week. There were 2 attempted coup at failure of Ghana, even though we have no evidence to back that. It did not reach out to Lord say, I don't know how often he be found as well. I don't know so topic with that's why you're comfortable. I don't pay a man. It's a topic with for brutal for. I can't say immunity be protected. Your immunity protected because. What is your take on that?
Yeah.
Is it a hardship or cause we crony because you know men say about Bontana Bekasa. Proud to that. Retired colonels, military officers being so bad one country. They were public statements. So they should be very careful because and you may be they are triple under this government. So what do you think? And now we being an Anglophone, we are exempted from that. Let's hear you offer. Now for your last topic and now in Ayenko. Bye.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem, boss.
With a coup d'etat now, Air Force no dear. We share a son because there are a lot of things that are going on in Africa now that are not good.
Right.
And most of them, like my co-panelist said, said that the French people is like a little bit harsh nowadays. Like I understand the point that he was coming from, but actually no. And yes, when we are comparing their lifestyle now, any widows in the Anglophone countries now, there is that kind of difference. No, kakra we a little bit. Me I can say, a little bit rowdy change. Yeah, those from the Francophone side, the Anglophone side. You know. The French people, those from the Anglophone countries, you know, a little bit rowdy than us. That one it is true. You need the same characteristics. But what is happening now in Africa no, is not based on that their character no, in India. The only thing is that right now, most of the African countries, especially the 54 countries that we have in Africa, there are just there are just some common things that are going on in the country, in all the countries, and only corruption, and any bad governance, and any politicians come into power and they decide to abuse power and do whatever they want to do with it, and rid themselves and leave the masses to be poor. What they say? Right. These elements, you know, it cuts across all the countries. Say, baby, a crampo noa, out of the 54 countries here, one year more than 10 out of the 54. My family say, "Omuti manage you, omuniema, and making sure that niema balance kakra." But batch as ye is 10 now, make na. The rest there, the same level. Like corruption, mismanagement of the country, politicians not minding the poor, trying to amass wealth for themselves, enriching themselves from the taxpayers' money and leaving the ordinary man on the street poor. And on the man, Damboya Kuyo ye,
That was the reason he stated for the coup. And as simple as that. All other coups now, it is due to all these things. What they are saying. And French, English-speaking countries now, sorry, it doesn't mean that we are okay with our governance. No, it's just that maybe we are trying to be cowards, and especially like you said, let's link it to our own country. Our president being the ECOWAS chair. You know what? All things that are happening in this country, Damboya country, no, you see your O2 or Aban. It has happened 20 times in Ghana. But who will lead? Ghana now, the only thing they are waiting for, who is going to lead? That is what the Ghanaians are waiting for.
You mean the soil is very fertile?
The soil is very, very fertile for that. It has even about a chumukura. Yeah, they are the employee and KCAFS. They are chum. But then who will lead? That is the question. And now, do you know one thing too? This government, and that is what in Togo, that man, Yasingbe did. You see, when you come into government and you try to make sure that the military vantage points, you plug people that, you see now Ghana, no military, acquire politics. So if you see the big men or the other politicians, Akufo-Addo have put all his people there, and they are playing politics there. Have you seen it? It is very difficult, though the masses or the junior ranks in the army, they are not happy of whatever is going on. It is difficult for you to rise up against the government because the Akufo-Addo have put all the people, the commander, the advice commander, the was commander, they are all MPPs now. There is a man I spoke with, and he was an ex-military man, and he's in America here. He gave me all the facts. He knows all of them. The man has worked in the Burma camp to work to Kumasi. What is the meaning of what is the barracks in Kumasi? He knows almost everybody. Yes.
2BM,
right from
2 Brigade.
2BM, very good. That was where he used to be. Young. Very good. Aha. That's where the man used to be during Rawlings time. He's in New Jersey here. He gave me all. You see, he has been able to put all those things there. And in Ghana, there a very difficult thing. So we best almost sorry and almost be almost suspect it because you know why about that. They know that the country, the way Ghanaians, the ordinary citizen is talking, the probability said there will be a coup about 98%. Right. What
factors now, factors now, that sort of feeling that there's something coming, but they don't know.
That is it.
Okay, I got you.
Yes. What you are saying. And you know, that's how Kwakoye. And the Yamana air Kwasuna, South City or Francophone countries, yeah, country now at Trakra, I am Mafro, I say COUP, I would use your But the fact is that who is going to lead? That is what I'm
But you see, don't you also think, sir, when there's a military intervention to that, the citizens will reject it? Because looking at how polarized we are,
when there is military, you mean when they rise up, the citizens will reject them.
Yeah, you don't think so?
Oh, when they come on a genuine cause, they will support them.
But are there any genuine causes today?
For instance, they say, Obia Enya Yika war, Sa Yediba, Ye Omodi Bay. So what they say. Now, military, no bet me, I'm sorry, I say, oh, because of what this government is doing, if we win into the military, power, you think people will not support them? They will support.
Minim se wo follow Gabi Ocheda kwa menkato ubeto so bakashade bi agabi posti wa amame na issue statement we dem say media houses no ba ko peke em say Daily Graphic na from Manasa Azuri so respond and na mashe sisi arrest us na to say coups or he was referring to different type of coup d'etat as is Ghana no can be justified. We read here no what the basis say democracy na ya fa na kayi na yin so mu ye nemu. There is no justification. So we because my first to Namakutu Abaya to a good. And what do you think about that?
There's no justification for Obia Fatuniade, but the fact is that yes, it's a short trap on China or war, right?
That's it.
If we are a man for 4 years, they will come with the CO. So what you say? because who saw now we jari wo wiem sa near ka bibia se also won't take na e come so di amount for her
and Enra ya was to play no and I won't Enra ya whatever
to play your man
and I mean
you see the whole thing now who saw now we jari wo wiem sa who be we am for am for ma omo go pass you metu ya ka tiro wo jari ba ko ye di acho yenu ye di acho miensa o sa ko jari 9 e wo wiem agu ye so aba wo se Ghana ye wa botre pa francophone country for bi enya botre omo na omo president jari wo mu ba ko franco ma tudu dada francophone country wo de ko jari wo wiem ba ko na ye now say ma country ni say president ko jari wo wiem abo powder sada no omo betu aye de wo jari ba ko ye de acha no mienu wa jari ye de acha no miensa and nice one wo ko jari no we nyina abotre be so wa ko in fact what is going on like that yes Ghana no I speak times 20 I just said we just want to be tolerant and then wait for the 4 years to come and yes I could do them come too natural because in Yama oye there any governance boy bira papa any governance boy bira it's like he's not there for the country he's there for himself. He wants to live like an Arabian king.
But when baby, don't you think opposition also na weak and institutions we all know say because you know yeah best start show maybe boss some voices be from certain prominent people including certain former MPP Guru Bako Kwame Mpianimu kasa about the state of the economy. Toniedu, some will say rotten Toniedu, but the knowledge is still there. I admire him so much. Dr. Toniedu, so the first time we appear Alaji, it's been a while, but Okasa describing another government crisis, he said the regime. Ama also kind the state of your country, no. Now, I don't put answer, and I also call this gentleman, Dr. Kasai, Abo Kwame Mpianimu, also Kasa. Now, any some ex-military officers being the comments or more personal. Like almost as I see, say government or taking Crawford. We just had no more winning and contributing more. That thing is likely to happen now.
Yeah.
Anyway, concluding on that, man, now on a lot of time now. I dear Ghana now. You last topic, which is very important.
Thank you very much. Okay. And you know about your and your man see what those Guinea, Mali, Niadena, those uprising, Abanoma, Ghana has trapped. I just say I don't want the people want to be tolerant or they don't have somebody that will lead them. That is what I see. Because here can't say COUP idea. A COUP was the first year, 1 year Anna or year COUP. But people have been able to to this time. And at this time he has made the whole thing wet. Because even ordinary man on the street can see say this government is not for the nation. It's not for the people. It's just for himself and his family. What he has said, the just because we have given you power to rule, when you were begging, you didn't. But now, he decides to do whatever he wants. He doesn't care. And this is what can never happen in the French-speaking country. That's why I do say a bit and then too much sorry against you. Just like Ghana, especially Ghanaians, you try say yeah we are. Me what I've realized is that like I said, you only need your baby kind. Be sorry, they will follow.
So Enyadia, you're writing it off. There's that tendency say one day when they beat me, it's wrong.
We shouldn't write it off. It's in the pipeline.
Oh, so how long? Of our own baby. Yes. You're very new last topic, but you started that topic on Lord because him says 7 about 12, which is midnight, 12:45 for Ghana, and I will be a bit in Ghana Manako. All right, Lord.
Yeah,
wait, sorry, say I hold you for too long. You know, I'm saying after we know. You be meeting on Friday. You decide your time. You see the 1 hour. They be addressing issues. Just sometimes we are you know. I tear for soccer. Lord, you're here. I'm saying, minimum say we should know very uncomfortable. Let me know why. Yeah, model. That was the main topic. Yes, say stop criminalization of free speech. And it's saying the basis of every democratic society. You look it up to the rule of law. The women so are talking about rule of law. No, it starts to secure the fundamental rights of the people. It be some of the rights are we call them inalienable rights: the right to live, the right to free speech, the right to association, the right to movement. These are fundamental human rights. No, the only ideology is so a bit in a democratic system of government. But what are we seeing today? We've seen the arrest of Captain Smart. We've seen the arrest of Mensa Thompson, which is on the movement anymore. I've forgotten it. Thompson. Okay. And we've seen Bobiansa. And Yehu Ohene Ba Boama Benye Power FM gentleman now or also host. Moga Bobia the name so really show down on picking the app. Na me who say create tension kakra. But maybe issue, looking at it from a legal perspective, this is I started questioning myself. Say, now I didn't know. Because as a Lord, me know TSC as a Mekasampo Tiawa a civil issue. The didn't know civil issue there. It to me at the civil issue at the government say on them prosecuting civil issue. So being put defaming government now. I believe say it needs a court police in a babaya arrest be. Now, Nina get here back into a deal with Minus Munina Mokaya. They were you praise MPP government any Uluma Kufo Pano. Near Friday be criminal libel law. Meaning say yin in a Bekaya. And the Rolling time now we media now we can't some far Obihua. Even from 70s, AFRC said they need a soldier by PNDC, Provisional Defense National Defense Council, sorry. And also needs a soldier by 1992. Still not that culture of silence, or no media any being cast because Pratt and Equacubakum in Mala, Omani government will acquire. To go for by and guarantee, I did be mine, and I do cry the turn of office on any free. On Sasa call back, I buy a question on wine. The eliminate that thing from your criminal code. Safi is will be put the president at him. That's the highest or the first gentleman of the land. Or no. The best thing so the Independent Because Civil Court for defamation or civil actions. Now, Professor Koku Asare, I mean, I respect him so much, not because of an American trained lawyer, but I go with his reasoning because he's very practical. Where sometimes I have issues with him, when a person, no, the US law, no, but apply or Ghana, no, even though you accept it, honey, I'm in issues, Kakra. You will post here. I say our commitment to defend media freedom must be complete and total. Meaning, his question, say, your criminal libel law, it seems, even though you say you repeal it from your constitution, but practically it's not. I say the private legal practitioner, lawyer Koku Asare, aka Koku Azan, has indicated that Ghana did not repeal the criminal libel law to have it resurface again. The lawyer believes that Ghana's commitment to defend media freedom must be complete and total. It cannot and must not depend on whether we are in government or in opposition. Lawyer Azan says the government, the Ghana Police Service, the prosecutors, the judiciary must allow the media to do its work without the fear that they will be adapted from their studios. He added, the Constitution charges the media to uphold the responsibility and the accountability of the government to the people of Ghana. Media cannot discharge this responsibility if its under-resourced personnel risk going to jail each time they say something unpalatable or even false about government or government officials. Now, let's apply this to these three gentlemen. They've actually been on this government. First one, Captain Smart. Let me tell you, and Mensa Thompson, also on the movement. And Bobiansa, Accra FM, also on the afternoon program. And Ohene Benny. Ohene Boama Benny. I'm trying to so I serve 2 months or a holding cell or jail. Now, share guys, his statements or Mumiki. I'm saying time in Captain Smart didn't quite more hand my king and everything are going to it. We have charges are almost the ball or now. If we say as a police in a take law no into their own hands because police force should not engage in civil issue. But in a way, no, we don't know how like your police normally so kind of a bit aggressive when they are dealing with the media and the civilians as such. Ayawaso is a typical example. Almost year anniversary recently, I sympathize with Omar Sebi prior. No. Two, I think they see what a Girano, see Ebekaya. They are not that fix the country, convene and all kinds of things. Not me following on Twitter. It felt say was very disrespecting, but he was to some people he was being practical. I say it is better to be a cat in the UK than a human being in Ghana. Fix the country convener. What is Kevo? Kevo na can't say no. Ono amuso abino kase kura ya sa pekeno. Ene ya mene wo kase. The breaking news about it is there. Kevo na e chi ni wie no. Wase afi the family and the lawyer have had access to Vema Baker, Kevo, Oliver. Guys, let's do this. I don't think that a government way as they are going after Obi Abe criticizing Libya. What has changed and what needs to be done to restore that old system now? The media come as a man. Nanado Angasa boy may repeal a 1992 constitution criminal libel law say Obi the president in Impa or no Osicho will be our mind in my environmental court. I've had a national security no more, you say. Lord, and I wish you only comfortable near passing on. Lord Quay.
I'm finding it very, very hard to hear you. There's this
and say, it is a over check your background, Namaika. Offer also be check your background, Namaya. Lord, let me say you should be good to go.
Okay.
Lord, it's you.
Yeah.
Lord, it's you.
Okay. So, if I understand, you're talking about the freedom of speech.
ABC is being criminalized under this government.
Yeah.
And what is the way forward? How do we restore that if indeed it's being criminalized? I do say or offer back meeting aside in my eye. All right, Lord, Yanko.
Yeah. They said they're now all kind of from the background of the criminal libel law and the people that fought, for the freedom of speech for media personnel. And now people are doing.
I know, Mehusa, I can hear that voice now. On, maybe Lord, let's do this. I do say an answer offer. Bako background and say BB ye or so which I control Yamaya. All right.
Okay.
Sure. All right, Lord, you're moving on. All right.
On your main charge, Nana do not know as president. They are working for freedom of speech. Basically for the media personnel. So, Obia, Fahudi, na Bibia, Kosovo, country, no, Bibia and Stopo from voicing it out. Na your best fat, the not the no. The reprimand didn't be a very reprimando and I said, but not in a way you be reprimando and yet in a way a bet be for person voice it out something. Bedroom whom you said there yesterday me because man kasana man ko kasaya you be be jam me plan and that's all you ne acho ne afawako. I know it doesn't promote Boama Obian to me the Hano 2017 yeah Nanado no Kase on no na the national media BBA and ana journalist BBA program and no Kase or no pay economy more bia benya no ne fan ho dia ka dia koso than economy a obia enkahwe no otima onhu ne way forward onhu say oh yeah there yeah na said yeah there enye that's why government of talk or kasa she I mean it doesn't even mean what he said. Because in Kofor, yeah, there. I mean, something is happening, and yes, in Kofor, yeah, there. A normal AC and no more Kasa. I mean, against it. Ebiawan Kasa, you just call the person, let the person know that this thing, and mean, yeah, the national security or whatever, they have the right to, I mean, praise certain people. Not to hold them and hold on to their freedom. Which you are culture will be say, okay, these things that you are saying now, currently the state of the economy is quite tension no I very, very strong, and I think that these things can trigger certain things. I mean, you've created a person and stuff. To the extent say a befa will be I nim bibia or a guy or face the country.
Kevo.
You may say Enra. I said later Enra and I made to say a sister or war. You Tamao Sadeo or Bia you take someone and then we don't know where the person is. That's kidnapping. You don't do that in this 21st century Ghana. What fun without you don't do that, and those things are because even
mostly when national security
to
comes in mostly say national security will pick a civilian at that moment now even an emergency situation there are certain things you should spell out to the person, the right or the remaining silence, the right to cancel at that moment in the ground. Ubusane say and the contact my friend as any lawyer and also be all right. Lord, hold on. I do say or offer.
Yeah.
But you mute you home kakra. Why? Say back your feedback from side now. Okay. So what I was saying is okay, pick your crumb when I see a man inform me or family members and I say or friend or lawyer at that moment and now location and do back on near the wako. But them say it's not being happened that way. With them say Kwakuba call for people defend the government. About one time I criticize. He said, "Why am I fast so a PK? It wasn't right." No, them say government now because I don't know who is detecting to the national security. The chairman of the police council and the chairman of the national security. Both President Nanado Nebaumia and then the national security couples. No money blame you. Because you instances in bida a jura DNC, Techima Hodi DNC, Ayawasu DNC. Some instances when you own prosecute you be at same post and yamona more indirect orders to these guys are among zombie number for Muhedi and I don't know. And this thing is actually setting our democracy back. Lord, the whole MC, I know Bashad, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the American this current government, Domo Kano, it's very, very different from Domo. Yeah, it's make a debut. Then we can one sign the attachment.
Are you trying to exaggerate and answer? Is that how bad it has become in Ghana?
No, but I mean, if they and you're one person, or there's like 3 people.
But
You
on the
understand?
Ekobasa, the NSB, Omokai, and I Kasashi, which is
I know, in America, no. If you
unacceptable.
cannot express yourself, well, a bit may lead into a discuss it earlier, no. It can easily lead the economy or the country into a coup d'etat. And can't say basic, or if Dan Paris should ever hear me, I'm just saying that things like this could, do something like that. I'm not saying it will happen. So,
All right, Lord, you do be see on
nobody
this,
should take.
and I mean, you do be see on this issue. I mean, it would be better say you know, be say share next week and say you better the MPC better, because if that is the case, yeah, Sebi. I mean, nobody in Ghana is prepared to fight for the system. I mean, Sebi, you know, no be scapegoat. So you be protected here. Yeah, what the one day, people of conscience will rise against the establishment of tyranny. Tyrant, what also forever that. Mobutu Seku, Sebi, on one Tenekunya forever. African leaders, even Gaddafi, Libya, on one Tenekunya forever. Now, offer, young question, you last topic, about stop criminalizing the free speech. Ghana for me, maybe a government with the could do. Meaning, so one will fly be a Captain Smart, walk with them. Mesa Thompson, or also walk with them. Bobby, the end of the day, because nothing will we show now. We show now and assemble. Anna or him ba Benny Power FM. So I'm glad you're called to cross our sentence. 2 months I walk with them. Now, when you know, I mean, certain people have come out. According to Professor Kwakwasari, the law professor, or say, so no way happen. A clear indication say even though there's a constitution, you repealing the criminal libel law, but also it's not complete. That man, as I stated earlier on, I will always fall for his reasoning because we're very practical. Offer plan based on why the first is I didn't go to government no yes idea. As will be boldly to criticize an administration and they target the person of the national security. If not,
exactly.
We are. I mean, how do we restore this? In a way, I mean, is it redefine our democracy? And young question them say last time, young conclude na 8 about na entire Lord na Lord and so on.
Okay. Actually, like you were saying, it is something they keep on saying. Say, oh, you are repealing and but under this current government, there is one particular thing that we should all know about this current government, Akufo-Addo government. They don't want the truth. What they are saying, they don't want the truth. So if you are somebody who wants to speak the truth about their government, they see you as an enemy. That is all that is going on in the country. Because Abacha, if you look at all these journalists that have been how do we say? Have been arrested. Some have gone to jail 1 or 2 and stuff. It's all about the truth that they are bringing out to the country, and they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want the citizens to know about the exact thing that is going on in the country. That is all about this government. So if you are somebody that will be bold enough to speak the truth to the people, they target you as an enemy. They will come for you. That is all. All they want is people that will be spewing out lies. Like Abronya and Co. And so we will go and sit down and be saying, like Boabia Samoa will go and sit down and tell us that if we don't get E-LEVY, no development. So they will support somebody like that. Meanwhile, they know that all that he's saying doesn't make sense. But they want us to believe what Boabia Samoa will sit and say. What do we call it? Abronya will sit on national television and tell Ghanaians that E-LEVY is what will solve our problem. Ghanaians shouldn't listen to NDC and nobody. E-LEVY no na abai papa na ye ati papa Akufo-Addo abai di abai. You see, and
somebody that he wants to enlighten the people. He wants to make the people know actually what is going on the ground. That's seen as an enemy. If you look at Captain Smart, he's now one of their biggest enemies in the country because he's speaking the truth. Everything that he says is what actually is going on in the government. Bobby Ansa, the same thing. Or Hiniba Bania, the same thing. The other journalists that have been arrested, the people that they speak the country, it is all that is going on in the country, and they want to make it there for the ordinary man to know. They don't want it that way, because they don't want people to know what actually is going on. If you come and speak and tell lies, oh, they will support you. You will be one of their best disciples. Are you getting it? And they don't want the truth to come out at all, because communicators on how they are struggling to defend E-LEVY. If you are bold enough, a journalist, and you come and say, oh, I don't know, my number 2 pounds, they will come and support you and give you whatever you want. But if you are the one that will let the ordinary man know, and will let the ordinary man feel like the way he's feeling on the street, they will hate you. What they are saying. And because this government is just a government of intolerance. They don't want to tolerate any, they just want to do whatever they want. If you like it or not, take it as they feel like it should be. What they are saying. And then the state of our country today. What the government decides, we have to swallow it. You don't have to speak. And if you are the one that want to speak and make sure say you enlighten the masses about whatever is going on, they will run after you right now because they are biggest enemy in the country, because you are exposing them. What they are saying, and this arrest in Inaba, even though they say they have repealed that, no, it is still in place, still working under this government, because the simple fact about the whole thing is that they don't want the truth. If you speak the truth, you are destroying their government, so they will come after you. Whatever they want to do, if you are not careful, they can kill you. What they say, because the government itself is not ruling the country well. Everything has reversed. Ghana is retrogressing big time under this government. Under the 5 thematic areas of governance, there is none of them that they have improved upon it. They have rather deteriorated them. Everything is going backwards. And Ghanaians can see, they can attest to it, they can feel it, they can attest to that fact. And therefore they will speak. It's not only people that have been to school that will be able to. This one, even the ordinary man who has not been to school can attest to this fact. It is there. Because they are feeling it. This is a governance of comparison. Are you getting it? When you were in opposition, you spoke so well. We voted for you. We spoke bad about the one who was ruling. We didn't rally behind him. We supported you to come into power. Today we are comparing the two of you. Are you getting it? Nobody was going through this kind of tyranny under Muhammad's government. So Ghanaians will speak. Are you getting it? Nobody was going through this hardship under President Muhammad. Ghanaians will speak. Are you getting it? Nobody was seeing Muhammad bathing in the sky, dressing up, putting on makeup before you go for a meeting in Abrochi anywhere. Ghanaians will speak. But you said no, they shouldn't say it. So anybody who comes out to speak and let the ordinary man know that this is what is going on, you say, are you getting it? I don't know about whether you have seen something before. An old man from one of the villages, or say, hey, Abai, who buy and who say what they keteke from Odia Unya, the ever Nancy will you now by a form of the Unya. Now, so by my keteke, Nancy will you, Aquakurabio. Then later I'll say, yes, Aquakurabio. He concluded by saying, would you buy Unya she? Now, look at all this. On a some okay, also a tino radio move. On a some okay, or tino radio. I look at it. So this is what
but is going on. Sad, it's a bit frustrating. It's happening and another for no because I kind of parliament. Media and that's what discussing. I think it's something. So because I was very disappointed. Say was also up in Japan this and it could be. So it's like the parliament is very weak. Nothing controls the government.
Abacha, you can imagine if a radio station pick up this and they are enlightening the people, then you go for the one who sits in the studio to talk about this. Is that fair? It means we are intolerant. Have you seen it? That is why I said Akufo, he's using two types of leadership: autocracy and laissez-faire. That is the type of leadership that he's using. Autocracy, whatever he wants, he will do it. And then laissez-faire, let them do whatever they want. Let them steal the money. Let them lose everything from the coffers. Let them mess up the economy. Laissez-faire. Because they are doing it, the ministers are doing it. He can't talk. He will come and support Ajimanu's case. He came and was defending Ajimanu. Have you seen it? That nothing happened.
Yeah, that case is dead.
Yes, it's there.
It's a dead case.
Are you getting it? We have all seen the thing clearly, but the president would rather come and defend. Instead of him to sanction the minister, he came and was defending the minister. Why? Are you getting it? So if media men pick this, those who want to speak the truth, and they are talking about this, you will tell us that what they are saying is not true, and you go after them. Meanwhile, we all know that what they are saying is the right thing. Are you getting it? So everything has turned this way. Autocracy, dictatorship. Akufo-Addo is becoming a dictatorial. Have you seen it? More than Idi Amin. It's more than Idi Amin now. And then laissez-faire to allow them to do whatever they want. The president is above in the sky. Why wouldn't the other ministers also do whatever they want? Right. Let them take the money. That's why 12 billion can get missing a controller and what do we call it? From the auditor's report. Nobody knows where the money, it is with them. And the president will not speak. Now you let them steal all this money into their pocket. You are chasing the ordinary man on the street who is also doing a small momo to get something to eat to pay E-LEVY. How then the Abacha Yebeti Sassam we are saying? Eh? Say ye nimu ye nima kin kan kurano ye hu se wu sisi ana. Wu sisi e kakra na ebenya no sa agege na wo de akogare wo wiem asa guya so. Wo so a wo man ye adwuma ye bi. And so governors be a bank, I'll be creating a Jumani and Swenya be a Jaudari will a Shrumu Crumpo Ananka. Yes, so ye Jumana, a Jumana from Pebiama, Kakrana, Yanosu, who by Jafia, but no, they could Jara and be so. Yes, watch out. Yes, see a car, also my anchor. Are you getting it? In fact, so Abacha, if you look at what is going on, you see, everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the country who is concerned, and don't forget that Abacha, he told us that we should be what? Citizens are not spectators, right?
It's like you know,
his speech.
The practical actions be contradicted with the virtues, the democratic statements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What can't say any different, you know?
What do you say? Yeah. One of our citizens or not spectators. What does that mean? We should not sit on the fence. We should not stand aloof. We should be ready to criticize. And if we are doing it, you are coming after us. And to be citizens and not spectators. So what do you say? That speech now, the Maya Sadano. And I'm coming to protect the public. Today you have looted all the public Kojo talk. It's okay, that's just all two put through any. It's a maximum bonnie now. Who can say, who be protecting public and then while you support you might reactically in opposite. And then the boy, who say yes, citizens and not spectators. Yes, citizens are yes, spectators. Who are Kayase, a boom, another by mood, and then you. And there's no person here, spectators. No. You don't want us to be citizens. So we shouldn't talk. We should just keep quiet. That is what he's doing now. Meanwhile, in your speech, you said we should be citizens and not spectators. And that is exactly what the people are doing. All these journalists that you are arresting them, they want to be citizens and not spectators. So they have to look at what is going on and bring it to bear for the ordinary man to know what is going on. What crime have they committed? Who president in Ankasa from the horse's home map? Who see any citizens, not spectators? As a Maokano, as a nonsense, even a womb. What you say? And now, citizens, now person be a spectator. You ever have a fault here? You are not a before government. If you took Robium with anything, a lot is on Kasa, no crack. You ever have a fault? What you say? Into citizens now see, and we should be citizens and not spectators. What kind of quick? I'm coming to protect the public purse. Are we seeing that today? You have looted everything. You and your government have looted everything from the public purse. Kojo, there is nothing in it. Ghana is broke. You have taken us to, what do you call it? Hippie. Meanwhile, you say, I'm coming to protect the public purse. I'm not here to take your money.
Over.
Look at it.
You conclude my why now?
Thank you. In fact, you know, Abacha, the simple whole thing is that the government doesn't want the truth. Right. They don't want the citizens or people to let the citizens know what actually is going on. But the fact is that people are feeling it. Have you seen it? People are feeling your government because they are doing comparison. And what the people are saying is right, and they don't want people to hear that. So they will come after you. And that is not governance. You see, in the five areas, the thematic areas in government, what's saying in freedom of speech, so also on farm my
yeah, no, they are very disturbing.
What characteristics of the government that will merit a coup na government way? I can't obey any
I wouldn't be surprised if that's already never be says you again.
Oh, we shouldn't be surprised at all about that. Provided there will be somebody born in Ghana like Damboya, that is all.
What do you say? What do you say? All right. Me fa kwa we so. Na mean that if you as I say. Na mean that a chief for no so nyina I say. Omo mutimi hwe, omo mutimi tie. Members so me no mu ye show no as always. Thank you. We are grateful for your time. Especially Lord, obetwen anadwo bia e wo Ghana. But any dim set topics no am favor ni pi. Looking at the current political state you wo mu Ghana no. Lord, since some go around how one can be, but that no, yeah, Baba foul. That is clearly offer me concluding patch culture of intimidation, culture of silence. And you know, with the names of Rollins on here, target the power, you're so need to train. But I see here by the neck of switcher. But for the less than 4 weeks, these gentlemen have been picked up. But I cried them so I could 2 months. Oh, jail. They're holding cell or jail. Let's see. Captain Smart, honestly, I bet you know. Mesa Thompson, I bet you know. Bobby Dims or we show down here, Pekino. Your money bill. And now, on Henry Boama Benye, I mean, you see, almost shouldn't related to Adiabaku, freedom of speech, no. But yeah, in as much as all more right to say, you know, even post almost failing to exercise some responsibility, I see this more as civil. I don't know why it's happening here, your national security and your police, you know, dealing with. Sometimes I question myself, say national security, not to disrespect them. Like almost role, almost call of duty, Angasa. You see, national security itself, another committee make a they don't even have to have a task force or a striking force here, make arrest of people. I mean, basically, intel normally working. The embassy arrest ni bibi to me contact either say or a police and police service and other services need to initiate arrest or Ghana no. But you see, and as a government, you know, somehow you see almost creative task force within the national security government. No, because promoting a personal agenda. Be I say we have to go after these people. Will do that because when you come of us on Muchi will be any day. Only even Kwakuba Akwa BB defend me BP government because it wasn't right. I heard Kwakwasa indirectly with the statement to issue and all condemning. So man, as a nation, no, am I in creative system? I get it to a point I feel not into me and find because Tarrant be and what's an also forever. On this note, you know, Java, actually, the spiritual word program, no, Ebeba. Another time with Prophet Walker. So, Mokaya, my prophecies be before 31st night, on crowd or any day week earlier. And now, prior to that, and so, obey prophecies be a bem, into a Beckham Wasem, actually. So, you will see now, Auntie and car. Now, a bit here, actually. The same time, from 2 p.m. Eastern Time, to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a very good evening wherever you are. Have a good morning wherever you are, especially those in Ghana or the GMT. And good afternoon. Those in is it Eurasia? Yes. Now, Masan so ada Oma me hosti nom ye show ni nyina. I do say from Atlanta, Georgia. As always, thank you. Offer from New York, as always, thank you. Then Lord, you better say, Nami boa, you be sharing this.